Hello, guys, and welcome back to Life with Paulie. I am currently in my car right now in the back, and Annabelle is underneath the covers. As you can see here, she is cuddled up and she is relaxing and she is tired. I just got done running some errands around town. I had to go get some soda and some treats for the doggy here, Annabelle. And now I'm back in the car just relaxing, having some coffee, and going to probably be watching some YouTube videos. I do get out of my car every single day and I clean it out and I blow it out with the vacuum and I vacuum out most of it, of course, because of the doggy. She gets a lot of her hair all over, so I got to make sure that most of the hair is gone out of the car and everything like that. I do that every single day. Um, Anyways, I wanted to make this video real quick because I got a comment on my last video that said it was a pity video. I know there are people out there that are going to leave derogatory comments. They're going to leave mean comments. They're going to leave dumb comments. It's going to happen. It's social media, and this is YouTube. If you put yourself out there to the world, no matter if it's Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, whatever the case may be, you're going to get people that comment dumb things or stupid things, and that is just their opinion. They're just voicing their opinion. So I don't take it to heart. But I could tell you right now that it wasn't a pity video, and I'm not looking for pity from anybody. This is a lifestyle I chose. If you're unfamiliar with my channel, I moved out of my apartment. I did have a 3-bedroom apartment. Up and downstairs, I had 3 bedrooms upstairs, and I had a kitchen, living room, dining room, and of course a bathroom downstairs. When I moved into that apartment years ago, me, my mom, my brother, and my brother's dad, not my dad, but my brother's dad, my mom's boyfriend, moved into that apartment all together. We lived there for over 6 years, okay? And always paid our rent on time. The landlord was nice. Our rent was never raised. We could all afford to live there. And after a while, after years, my brother did end up moving out. He was my younger brother. He ended up moving out. Then, shortly after he moved out, in the year of 2021, my brother's dad, he ended up in a nursing home. Actually, he ended up in a nursing home in 2020. So he wasn't living at the house no more, the 3-bedroom apartment that we had. It was just me and my mom left. Then my brother's dad passed away in January of 2021. He passed away in the nursing home. And then, way before that, about 6 years before that, my mom was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. My mom ended up passing away February 5th of 2022 of stage 4 lung cancer. I was the one taking care of her. I took care of her up until her last breath. It was one of the hardest things that I've ever had to go through. Watching your mom being put in a body bag, a red velvet body bag, and taken out of your house is one of the hardest things you ever will go through in your life. So my mom died, and I did stay in the apartment for over a year without her. And I was paying the rent just fine. I was paying all my bills just fine. I had the car still at that time. And I was paying everything myself without any help. I did not need any help. If you don't know, I had a heart attack and I had 2 stents put in my heart. It was a widowmaker heart attack. 35% of my heart was destroyed. I also am diabetic and have other health issues, including high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and I'm on medication for all those things, but I did destroy 35% of my heart, so I do receive monthly disability. And I worked since the age of 16. I am 49 now. It's been a few years since I worked, but I had worked from the age of 16 years old. I busted my butt. I always worked. Shoot, when I started working at the age of 16, I was working 80 hours a week sometimes at Wendy's. That was my first job. Wendy's was my first job, and I would work almost 80 hours a week. I would bring home almost $800, and that was when minimum wage was only 7 something an hour. So that tells you how much I was working. And I worked for pretty much my whole life up until I had the health issues. And because of that, I get a pretty good disability check and enough to afford an apartment. However, I was lonely in the apartment and I didn't have no family left in the apartment. I did not have no family left where I lived. I lived a couple hours away from my oldest daughter. She lived 2 hours away in Coxsackie, New York, and I lived in Rome, New York. I did not have no family out there. And my next of kin is actually my oldest daughter. And basically, if anything happens to me, she would be the one taking care of all my things, like the cremation and whatever else. So I decided to give up my apartment and start living the van life. However, I don't have a van, I have a car. So right now I'm staying in my car till I save enough money to buy a van to turn it into my tiny home on wheels, and that is how I decided to live the rest of my life. So, I do not need people to feel sorry for me or feel pity for me. There are a lot of people out there that are living the van life, SUV life, that are doing very well. There's a lady that I watch in Canada. She lives in her SUV. There's another lady that I watch. She's 70 years old, and she lives in her van. She gets Social Security also. So there's a lot of people doing it. There's a lot of people that prefer to live on the road, and this is how I wanted to live the rest of my life. So I'm not looking for people to feel sorry for me. I'm not looking for pity. I'm not looking for anything like that. This is the lifestyle that I chose to live and want to live. I am currently parked outside of my daughter's house right now by her shed. She has a shed. She rents a house. She pays $900 a month to rent a house. It's got a lot of land. If you would like to see the land, you can go watch my previous videos. You will see what I filmed and her land that she lives on. And she has a shed that I parked the car by. It's like, not that close to her house. It's close to her house, but not that close. I have my own privacy over here, and do basically what I want and, live in my car. Now, a lot of people might say, well, why don't you live with your oldest daughter? Why is your daughter letting you sleep in the car? Even her grandmother said that. I want to live this lifestyle, and I'm only going to say that this time once again, and that's it. I'm not going to say it again. I want to live this lifestyle. I don't believe in getting help from my children. My older daughter, she works very hard. She works Monday through Friday. She works from 12 p.m. until 8 p.m. So pretty much her whole day, her whole morning is all gone. Monday through Friday, and then she only has Saturday and Sunday to spend the time with her husband, and they go and do things and stuff like that. And her husband also works very hard. I would not put myself into their house, even if they offered me a bedroom to stay in and to help them with the rent. I would not do that. Sometimes it's not good to live with other people, even if it is family. I'm not saying me and my daughter don't get along. I'm not saying I don't love my daughter. I'm not saying my daughter don't love me. I just would not do it. This is the lifestyle that I chose. This is how I'm choosing to live my life in the way I want to. I'm close by my daughter, so if anything happens, she can actually find a place for my doggy to go. She knows people that will watch my doggy for totally free if I end up in the hospital or something like that. And also, she is my next of kin. So if I end up dying, I'm close to her and she'll be able to take care of everything without having to travel a couple hours away. She lives in Coxsackie, New York. That's where I'm currently located now. I'm about 10 minutes from Catskill, New York. And it's just more convenient for me and it's more convenient for her, and I have her close by. I have a family member close by, and I also have another daughter too that only lives about 10 minutes away, which is in Ravenna, New York. She lives about 10 minutes away, and I go see her too, and I'm able to see her quickly and fast now and not have to travel 2 hours to see her either. So I want everybody to keep that in mind. This is a lifestyle that I'm choosing and the lifestyle that I want to live. I'm doing fine. I got food. The doggy's got food. I care for her very well. As you can see here, she's cuddled up underneath the blanket. She's got a toy over there is her bowl of water. I feed her every day. She gets to eat just like I do. I have food. I have money that I'm saving to buy a van and things like that. And some people may say, well, why didn't you save money to buy a van before you moved out of your apartment? And that is because I was paying rent. Now, my rent wasn't very much in the apartment for a 3-bedroom whole house, basically. It was $600 a month, which is not bad. Nothing included, but it was only $600 a month. That's not bad at all. My electric bill, even during the winter time with heat on, was only about $150 a month. So it was very cheap to live, about $750 a month. Now, if I was to move somewhere else in that area or down here in Coxsackie, New York, would the rent be more expensive? It sure would. That was a price that we got from my landlord. And, one of the reasons why that it was only $600 a month is because there was a lot of things wrong with the place. It wasn't up to par. I mean, it wasn't a modern, sleek place, okay? It had issues with it. Like the kitchen floor had missing pieces to it, the tile and stuff. It was an old place. It was built in the 1890s or something like that. I think it was built in the 1890s. And I mean, it was pretty old. The cabinets were old and things like that. So, $600 a month, it wasn't bad, but like I said, it wasn't modern neither. But anyways, yes, paying that and then paying the $150 for the electric and then paying my car insurance and buying food and taking care of my puppy and things like that, well, it wouldn't be enough to save to put towards a new van. And I've been in this situation now in my car for a few months now, and yes, I haven't saved a lot, but that is because I had to buy parts to the car, and I had to get it re-inspected again for another year, and I'm just going to take the winter and save up the money to buy a used van to turn into my tiny home. And I will be shooting video of me transforming that also. But I just wanted to tell everybody out there that I'm not looking for pity. I'm not looking for people to feel sorry for me. I'm doing well. I'm happy. Another thing has changed is I've been getting a lot of exercise. I help my daughter mow the lawn because she's responsible for the lawn that, the property she lives on. If you go back and watch my previous videos, you'll see how big her lawn is. I've been getting lots of exercise. I've lost lots of weight, which is good for me because of the simple fact is I got a lot of health issues, diabetes and things like that, and it helps a lot with losing the weight. So it has done me good staying in the car because I've been losing weight and getting more exercise. When I was in the apartment all by myself with no family around, I was finding myself depressed, laying in bed all the time, not getting much exercise. And now I'm out of the car every day. I'm always cleaning the car out every day, blowing it out because I got doggy hair all over and stuff like that. So I clean it out, make sure it's clean, make sure there's no dog hair all over. I do that every single day. I get exercise every single day. I'm not depressed no more. I used to be on depression medications and medications to help me sleep at night. I used to be on Seroquel. I'm off of that now. I'm off of depression meds. I'm out of counseling now. I'm not depressed or stressed no more, and this is the lifestyle I chose to live. Please subscribe to the channel, support the channel for totally free by subscribing down below. Just remember, I'm not looking for you to be sorry. I'm not looking for pity. This is the life I chose. I love you all. Thank you all for supporting my channel by watching my videos, and I hope you will continue to watch my videos. Thank you, and have a good day.